All right, this will be the last video in our JS loops crash course. We're going to talk about nested loops. Again, in the notes here, I've got a little very short, hey, we can have loops inside of loops. Okay, and as many as you'd like, but for now we're just going to look at one loop inside of another loop. And it could be while loops inside of while loops, for loops inside of for loops inside of while loops, etc. Now, there's not too many assignments in CS10 where nested loops are going to come in handy. You'll see it a little bit more in CS20. But when we get into drawing on a canvas and using like a coordinate system, it comes it becomes more useful then. So for a little exercise here, what I thought we could do is just imagine like a coordinate plane or Cartesian plane here, and I just want to print off the coordinates of these points, these green points, right? So to do that, I could do that by just doing a whole bunch of console.logs, 22, 24, or 42, 62, 82, 24, 44, 64, 84, etc. But there's a more efficient way to do it with loops. And in fact, there's a really efficient way to do it with nested loops. So why don't we start by maybe just printing off this row using a loop. Okay, so what's going to change here is the x value, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I've just got my loop sandbox open here still. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm just going to make a comment, print out bottom row, which is 2, 2, right, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, and 8, 2. And like I said, I could do 4 lines of code here, console.log, this point, this point, this point, but we're going to practice using loops. So for let x be assigned, well, my x value wants to start at 2. And so that's my initialize, right? Initialize the variable. Then I want to test. And I want to test that x goes up to 8. So x is less than or equal to 8. And I want to increase x by 2 each time. So x plus equals 2. And then I can simply go console.log, and I'll put a bracket plus the x value plus a comma and then 2, because the y value doesn't change, right? The y value always stays 2. So this is not a nested loop. This is just a single loop that would print off, right, all those points, and my x value changes. Cool. Now, what I'm going to suggest we do is, now that I've got it printing out one row, that's basically what this does, right? This prints out one row. And I could just change this. If this was 4, all of a sudden it'll print out this row here where the y value is 4. Or if I change this to 6, it'll loop through those x values and change the y value to 6. So what I really need here is I need to also have a variable to change this y value, right? So this loop here prints out a row, and I'm just going to write that, print out a row. What I'd like to do is I'd like to loop through my different, loop through the rows that I need, right, with the different y values. So for let y be assigned 2, y is less than or equal to 6, I believe, right? So the y values are 2, and then the next row is at 4, and the next row is at 6. So less than or equal to 6, and again, y plus equals 2. So now this will loop through the rows, the y value of 2, and then 4, and then 6. And what do I want to do for each y value? Well, basically, I want to print out that row. I want to loop through all the x values to print out these, print out these, print out these. So I'm going to cut that and paste it inside of here, hit auto format, so it tabs it for me. And what you'll see now is that it printed it out, but my y values didn't change. My y values were always 6. Okay, but it went through 2468, 2468, 2468. So it ran this loop 3 times, which is cool because this is going 246. All we have to do is just replace the 6 with the y value. Right? So I'm going to delete that. We're going to have this comma, and then we'll end it, put the y value in, and then plus the end bracket. Right? So the bracket plus the variable x plus a comma plus the variable y plus an end bracket. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let's see if that works. 22, 42, 62, 82. 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4, 8, 4. Beautiful. So you'll see that this outer loop, right, y was 2, and when y was 2, it looped through all the x values, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then once this loop was done, the outer loop incremented, so y became 4. And then when y is 4, it looped through all these x values, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then once that was done, the outer loop changed again to 6, and then it looped through all the x values, and then ended. And of course, now we get to change this, right? Let's make this to 10. And it would be a larger group of things, right? Same here. This would go up to 10 as well, and we could have a bigger grid, right? You have different size grids. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, looping through all those different things. Anyway, so that's the idea of nested loops, right? That you've got an outer loop, and for every value of the outer loop, you loop through an inner loop, and then the outer loop changes and the inner loop runs again. Okay, so like I said, this will come in handy when you get into more of the graphics and stuff like that. Okay, hope that made sense. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.